Y'all rolling? All right. Recording? Okay. What was your name again?
Ricardo Garza.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Would you be able to give us a brief history about the VFW and what happened on the grounds here?
Well, the most that I know, because this house was built in 1895 when they started. It had one owner that had it for a few years, and then the Petty family bought the thing, and they restored it totally different because this wasn't the original setup on it, but they took out where the carriage house is now. There was another building there. They took that out. Later, we put the carriage house in there, but they put all the deal. They put in the fire escape. They put in the elevator and all that. There were people of wealth, so they were able to do that back in those days. So other than that, the house in 1947, they finally sold it to us, to the VFW. So we're now the owners of the house now.
In your opinion, what makes the VFW haunted?
I don't know that anything makes it haunted, but I think there's just a lot of strange things that has it. This house has so much history. You have to take into consideration that the Alamo is just hop, skip, and a jump from here, and there was a lot of, throughout the years, there's been a lot of fighting, and back with Mexico and United States or Texas, as a republic. So there's been a lot of people, and from what I understand, I was fortunate enough to talk to one of the Petty. He's like 85 years old now. He was the grandson, and Teddy Roosevelt used to have his Rough Riders here before they went to Cuba. Right. After going down there. So they held a lot of meetings here, and a lot of people died here because of the different wars, battles that they've had. Yeah. I don't know if you believe in ghosts or spirits or whatever like that, but some people tell you, it's just something moves, the earth moves, so that's going to move. But a lot of strange things have happened here in this house that to me are not normal. To me, and to a lot of people, they were like, I don't know why that happened. We always try to blame it on something else.
Always try to debunk it.
Yeah. Have you all been up in the attic or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see the chair with all the little toys and all that stuff?
Yes, sir.
When I got here, they told me, do not touch any of that. So I said, okay, it's easy to me. Well, I got some Boy Scouts to come help me clean up. Of course, part of the attic we had to clean up. And I told them, do not touch anything on this chair, nothing. And of course, I don't care. When you got a young kid, there's gonna be one in every crowd. He went on and said, hey, look, sir, look, I'm touching them and nothing's happening. And I go like, wow. I said, okay. So I said, okay, everybody out of here. I told their scoutmaster, we're done. I said, I can't control this one kid. I said, he just wants to constantly get into where he's not supposed to be. The next morning, I came in, I normally do it, check this, check the basement, this one. I went into the attic and I went in there. The chair was upside down, everything was thrown on the floor, and I went like, wow, nobody's been here, nobody. So I picked up the chair, put everything back like it was, and then all of a sudden, bam, I heard the door slam. So there's only one way out. So I went over there, and the door was open. And I'm walking back, and I'm going like, I know I heard the door slam. Bam, it slammed again. So I went back down to the stairs. Nobody said, you know what? I went down there, and I closed it. Came back up, bam, it slammed again. I went back there, and the door was open. We kind of named him Charlie. But when I heard the door slam, I was standing there, and I was on the very far side, and I said, okay, Charlie, I'm done. I said, I've had it. You want to see me? Bring yourself up here. And all of a sudden it got real, it got cold, and I went like.
As if he got right next to you.
Well, no, I'm going, that's pretty stupid of me. I said, there's only one way out. That's through those stairs. So I never saw anybody come up. But then I said, you know what, I'm done, man. I went down the stairs, locked the door, took off, and went back around, and I said, it's. I don't know. I said, I'm done.
Is there anything else that you need us to know before we begin our investigation tonight?
We had one incident that was and I was here by myself. The entrance to the basement. I came in, unlocked the door, opened it, flicked on the light, took one step, and this bird came from the basement, flew all the way up, hit me right in the chest. I'm not gonna lie to you, it froze me. Boom, and the bird just hit and went, and then it flew back down there. So I go down by it, not then, I open up the back door, and I scooted it out to go out. And it was one of those black, and I looked at it and said, God, what's wrong with that bird? Because it was all mauled and.
Was it a crow?
Like a crow, but it was like it had been in a fight and it was all crazy. So I shut the door and everything, and then later on that day, I had to go around the back, and I was working on some stuff right there, right outside the back door. And I'm sitting down and just kind of fixing something up there, and I go like that, and there's that bird. You know, crows don't get near you. But that bird was like from here to that chair right there, just there looking at me, trying to drink some water.
The same one?
Same one that hit me in the chest. And I go like that, gosh. But he wouldn't fly away, And I'm going like, man, that's weird. I mean, there's been other crows flying. But that one just stayed right there, and he kept looking at me, and then it would.
And the odds of it being the same one too.
Yeah, and it was the same because it looked the same one. The one hit me in the chest. I mean, it just scared the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. So then I went away and came back, and it was gone. That quick. So I tell you, it's got its faults coming in when you're the only one here, because everybody said, well, you might have imagined. I said, maybe I did. I said, but I didn't imagine that bird sitting right next to me. I said, I'm telling you, because I mean, I could have grabbed him, and he didn't even. He just kind of would look like that, but he was all beat up stuff. I said, I don't know. So, but that's about all of it, you know. Like I said, we've got a lot of memorabilia also around here from different wars, you know, World War I, II, Korean War, Vietnam War, and everything. So, who's to say that's one of our own veterans, you know, who passed away, you know, is right here. So, yeah. Never know.
Well, I think this concludes the interview. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Okay, enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Dude, it's crazy because a lot of these places I was feeling really like intense. Like in either side of this house for some reason, I was like, dude, this is insane. Like I feel it like right over like.
So my chest hurts. Oh fuck.
You dizzy?
It's not just the stairs, bro.
Are you dizzy?
Yeah.
If there's anyone up here with us, can you make a noise? It's so quiet up here.
Was that you who took that step behind me? Touch that device. You can see that it's you if you touch it. Either here and Dude, if I'm being honest, I'm getting a little cooler walking up this way.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is.
Right?
Like the temperature just dropped a little bit.
I'm not feeling it right now.
I'm not either.
I'm not either.
I feel like it's dry.
Did you want to go in the ballroom and then come back up? We can
Yeah,
always
I can
see,
do that,
yeah.
Work our way back up.
Let's get the spirit box first,
Yeah.
and then ballroom. I do want to go out on that ledge. It's nice.
Everyone try to keep it lightfoot so we can see if there's anything on the stairs. I keep hearing shit behind me, man. Like, one step.
Look at the one that's crawling still on the floor. Oh, that's not dust. It's a big one. Look, it stopped. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Look at that. Look at all of those.
Now those look like they're coming off the floor.
Look, look. Wow. Look at that one, the one on the floor by the...
Slow.
Look at the way it's walking. No, it just went out. They're all coming from... Look at that one. Do you see it? You see that one? On one of them, it came out of the ballroom to come into the room. Damn, look at all of those. Look, a lot of them now again. Look at that one. Right here. Look. That's the top part of the room. See if they come outside. That's out the balcony. See if any come out. Yes?
So right now, guys, we are going to try to conduct a spirit box session here in the ballroom.
Just a quick. There's a security camera up there at the top corner, and the reason why we're in the ballroom and we're investigating this specific room is because there was footage caught with like hundreds of orbs dancing around them.
And they didn't even look like dust.
They did not look like dust.
Like
And
bugs?
it's crazy because they were bouncing and dancing and like anytime
In
they
a
would hit the
circle.
floor in circles and whatnot. And it didn't fall like dust or anything. You could see each individual like or kind of zoom back and forth or just crawl or hop and whatnot. And it was even making like sparks of like light in some cases or for very specific ones. And that's why we're here.
Get out. Get out.
Are you telling us we're gonna die tonight? Are you scared?
That was weird.
Are you scared? Who are you talking to? Who are you